二宮君、山吹さん、話の場を設けてもらえたこと感謝する。
How dare you interrupt me, public morals prefect. Anyways, hello and welcome back to the Warden. My name is Beast, and today we're back with good old IxSHE tale. Something I wanted to say? Oh yeah, right, I'm now potentially looking for an apprenticeship as a stonemason. So yeah, also, yeah, my search has not been going well. Honest to God, if I don't get a job, get like an apprenticeship by the end of but like within the year, like within next year, I might actually have to break off the YouTube because I can't be living off my parents' dime forever. And like this is really starting to get out of hand. Anyways, let's just get into this, I suppose. Also, I've been playing a lot of Genshin Impact lately, having fun. The characters I've pulled so far are Noelle, I think it was. The maid with the big sword, Zhongling, Derluke, Barbara, and Venti. So yeah, and I've yet to spend a single cent on it. So anyways. Hello? To mention it, I know the Public Morals Committee has been hard at work getting ready for the fireworks festival tomorrow. By the way, apparently these don't do anything. This is apparently absolutely fucking redundant. It's just that apparently if a character has enough hearts, they are the one to confess. At least that's how someone explained it to me. I don't mention it. I know the Public Morals Committee has been hard at work getting ready for the fireworks. I already read that. That's what this is about, right?
ご明察だ。さすがは生徒会長。こちらの考えなどお見通しというわけだな。
The school fireworks festival is held every year just before the Halloween party. Although Halloween was originally a celebration meant to ward off evil spirits, fireworks festivals aren't commonly held at this time of year. Instead of driving off anything, we usually end up drawing even larger crowds from out of town as a result. Accordingly, the Student Council and Public Morals Committee band together to patrol campus in order to ensure that no problems arise and none of our students get into trouble. And with the ban on romance being lifted this year, PDA is bound to be on the rise. Is there a problem with the festival?
実はな、二宮君の決めた見回りのプランを見直した結果、当日は二宮君と山吹さんを外しても問題ないと結論が出たのだ。
It's basically them just scheming to have them go together. Come again?
その上で、この一大イベントをぜひ有効に活用してほしいというのが風紀委員の総意なのだ。
I mean, this is extremely nice of them. He flashes me a cheerful grin and a thumbs up. I appreciate the gesture, but I'm the one who pushed for the ban on romance to be lifted in the first place. So I can't just abandon my responsibilities, even if only for this festival.
いやいや、我々には会長が提示した恋愛解禁が間違いではなかったと見届ける義務がある。故にこれは会長が正しい決断を行うために必要な立派な生徒会活動だと俺は判断した。
Okay, where can I give him like this dude like 10 heart points? This man is amazing. He's an amazing right hand, fucking wingman right now. Quite a bold statement, but I can understand his logic from the Public Morals Committee's point of view. I assume I have the right to refuse.
無論だ。とはいえ、この提案を断るほど会長は浅はかではないと知っているがな。
What kind of you? Well, alright, I'll give it a shot.
会長、いいんですか？
Yabuki had been listening silently until now, but in typical Yabuki fashion, she immediately jumps in to voice her disapproval once some drastic change of plans is mentioned. I'm making an executive decision as president.
わかりました。
I could tell she still had more arguments left in her, but she swallows her words and nods. There's one problem, though. Just the other day, Shiori and the other girls invited me to go see the fireworks with them, and I had to turn them down because of the patrol duty. I hope they haven't made any other plans since then. So, who's going to be in charge of tomorrow if I'm not there?
安心してくれ。すでに穂積先生に任せてある。
That's extremely worrying!
ミミリン呼んだ？
Fuck off. Get out, bitch. No! Go away! Why are you here?
用がないなら人の名前呼ばないでくれる？
Why are you getting mad? Apparently she just happened to be passing by the room when we mentioned her. She then pouts unhappily and quickly storms off. Having just wrapped up our conversation as well, incidentally, we decided to bring our meeting to an end. It smells like salmon. I think I made some salmon again earlier. I really came out well. Like, especially since some of the salmon actually, let's say, broke off in the pan. So I scooped it up. First let it simmer a bit before scooping it up and putting it in some toast. That was actually very nice. Anyways, hey you two, got a minute? Once I returned to class, I immediately set to inform Shiori and Koshimizu about the change of plans tomorrow. Kosuka and Yuki had invited me to go see the fireworks as well, so I should probably contact them later too.
どうしたの？
Remember I said I had patrol duty during the festival tomorrow?
もしかして亡くなったんですか？
Basically, yeah, I was just talking to the head of the Public Morals Committee about it. He said the committee agreed that they'd be fine without me in Yamabuki.
自由に遊んでいいんですか？
Well, I won't be there just to have fun. Right, Yamabuki?
ねえ、これも立派な生徒会活動らしいわ。
Shiori and Koshimizu stare blankly at the wryly smiling Yamabuki. They want me as the student council president to personally prove that lifting the ban on romance wasn't a mistake, so technically I won't be there just to enjoy myself. They've asked me to make full use of this opportunity. Plus I can't delay my response to the girls' confession indefinitely. This festival may help me arrive at a conclusion.
つまり自由ってことだよね。
Yeah, I can spend my time at the fireworks festival with whomever I want. I know I had to turn you down when you first asked, but I was wondering if you still wanted to go to the festival together if you're both still free.
ではご一緒してもいいですか？
Sure you don't have any other plans?
ありませんよ。寮からでも十分見られるとのことでしたので。
Oh, okay. Well, let's have fun at the festival then.
はい、楽しみにしてますね。
Now for Shiori.
私が初めの誘いを断ると思う？
Great, I'll see you there then. That went smoother than I expected. Wanna come too, Yamabuki? I'm talking about the festival. If you don't have anything else to do, why not join us?
私は。
She avoids eye contact with me, staring to the side. I'd sure like to have you with us. What do you say?
仕方ないわね。一応生徒会活動の延長ってことだし、ハメを外して問題を起こしたところを抑えるには絶好の機会だし。浮かれたふりして急接近する絶好の機会だし。そうそう、それでそのまま隠れてキスとか、それ以上のことだって。もうやだ。
I don't care. I've ceased caring. Also, this doesn't make sense to me. I've literally only allotted one of the points, yet it's showing that it's fucking 1/3 full. Why make this a thing, but then make it not accurate? Hold on. At 4, it's still there. At 5, it's still there. At 6, it is now here. So 0 is empty. 1 to 5 is 1/3. And 6 to 9 is 2/3. And a single one is the last third. That makes no fucking... That makes no fucking sense. There we go, that's the word, I'm an idiot. I did not hear anything. I did not hear anything. Okay, time to do this!
よしって何の気合よ
Oh, nothing. I was just planning to hit myself hard enough in the head to forget of everything I just heard. He's just going, okay, time to do this.
でも、山吹さんの本心が聞けて、私は安心したよ。見られた。
Okay, so she has finally ceased trying to convince herself. She has passed the stage of acceptance. She is now done with the circle of grief.
だから元気出して。ありがとう。って、あなたのせいでしょうが。
Despite their banter, they both seem quite excited for the fireworks. After taking care of things with these three, I decided to contact Yuki and Kosuke as well for good measure.
IxSHEテル。
So I won't be on patrol duty tomorrow. I thought I'd let you two know. Oh, but it's fine if you already have plans. You don't have to worry about me. Once I'd gotten a hold of Yuki and Kosuke, I told them I wanted to speak with them in person, so we decided to meet at the cafeteria after school. The student council room wasn't available because of the remaining student council members and the public morals committee are using it to discuss the final details for tomorrow.
事情は分かったけど、その言い方はずるいんじゃないかな。二宮くんにそんなこと言われて、私たちが断れると思う？そうですわね。お気遣いいただけるのは嬉しいのですが、むしろここは、俺のために時間を作ってほしいとおっしゃってくださるのも優しさですわよ。
I didn't think they'd react so positively to the news. Sorry, I already turned you down once before, so I thought it'd be too shameless of me to ask. But Kosuke merely smiles and shakes her head at my words.
先輩が誘ってくださるということは、まだ可能性があるということですから、変に遠慮されてしまうと、それこそ不安になってしまいますわ。
I hadn't thought of it that way, but I can see where she's coming from. I guess that's what it means, that's what it feels like when you're dealing with someone you've confessed to. Oh, Jesus Christ, is that all scratches? I hope it isn't. Being considerate and being kind are two different things.
まあ、ゆいぽんが言ってるのもそうだけど、私としてはそっちの方々が。何ですか？
Yuki smiles awkwardly, looking around the table at Yamabuki, Shiori, and Kojimizu in turn.
ブッキーたちからのプレッシャー半端ないし。プレッシャーですか？感じるよ。来ないなら私たちが二宮くんをいただいちゃうから、みたいな。ねえ、ブッキー。そんなことはありませんってば。
Like how she's calling her Buki. She does, if I remember correctly, and about the meaning of the word Buki, she does have quite the weapons strapped to her front, if you know what I'm saying. I do believe that Buki was weapons in Japanese. I'm not sure though. Do not quote me on this. I have never studied a single word of Japanese. This is all just from context clues. You must have hit the bullseye. Yamabuki immediately starts blushing.
なら、逆に質問なんですが、 来ないでくださいって言えば来ないでもらえるんですか？花森さん
Ibuki isn't the only one surprised by her remark.
いいね、しおりちゃん。そうやってストレートに気持ちぶつけてくれるの、私大好きなんだよね。
Huh? Yuki laughs unexpectedly, giving Shiori a sudden wink and a thumbs up. I'll skip the beat for a moment there. Whoops. Over the case, as Shiori's childhood friend, I'm glad to see her getting close with new people despite her shyness.
でも、いくらしおりちゃんでも、今のお願いはちょっと聞けないかな。私としても、先輩がいようがいまいが、どちらでも構いませんけど。
They are getting along, right? They are getting along, right? Shiori does seem a lot more expressive around Yuki than she used to be, at least.
二宮さん、二宮さん。皆さんお取り込み中のようですし、先に私たちだけで予定立てませんか？小清水さんあら、もうお話はいいんですか？
She smiles serenely, almost as if she'd been anticipating the girls' exact responses. A premeditated crime, huh? At any rate, I should wrap this up before the conversation starts going off the rails. So, see you two at the festival then. Yuki, Kosuka?
もちろんですわ。せっかくのチャンス、見過ごすわけにはいきませんもの。私もいいんだけど、花火大会自体1時間半で終わるのは知ってる？
Oh, really? I guess it'll be over by 8:30 then. I went last year, but apparently I hadn't paid much attention to the time.
確かにこういうイベントって、二宮くんのポイント稼ぐには絶好のチャンスだと思うの。でも、時間が時間だし、みんなで回るにしても、一人一人順番で回るにしても、多分、中途半端になりそうでね。
No, she's probably right. The ideal situation would be for all of us to enjoy the event together, but I also need to use the opportunity to set my feelings straight.
だからここは、二宮くんさえ良ければ、誰か一人とデートをしてもらいたいの。
I think we all know who gets that. Back down. Also, I forgot that I wanted to do this. Only one?
でも、急に決断を迫ったって、二宮くんは困っちゃうだろうし、そこで、私たちの二宮くんに対する本気を示すって意味で、一つ、ゲームをしようと思うんだけど、
I don't really mind, but are you sure deciding this with the game is a good idea?
繰り返すけど、気持ちを試す本気のゲームよ。題して、クリアできなきゃ即敗退。王様ゲームデスマッチ
Just kidding. Sudden death?
どなたか一人を決めるということについては不満はないと思います。ですが、具体的にどういったゲームでしょうか？みんな王様ゲームは知ってるわよね。
Evidently not.
嘘、知ってるのしおりちゃんだけ？友達少なくてもそのくらい知ってます。
I don't think she was making fun of you.
できれば二宮くんにも参加してもらいたいんだけど、いいかな？
Me? Sure, I guess. I certainly am a bit curious as to what this was all about. Yuki begins to give a concise explanation of the game's rules. In short, it's basically no different from your normal King's game.
ただしこの王様ゲーム、二宮くんも参加してくれるということは、
He's going to be the king?
二宮さんにも命令できるということですか？そう。
Or not?
つまり、運が良ければ、二宮くんに、あんな命令や、こんな命令もできちゃうってことなの。
Let's keep the commands within reason, okay?
もちろんそこはセルフジャッジってことで。
No.
二宮くんだって、王様になれば、誰かにキスさせることだってできるんだから、悪くないでしょ？
Kiss? Whether intentional or not, Yuki's words forced me to recall that little stunt she pulled during the handshake event.
二宮くん、顔。
Was that obvious?
何を考えてたかわかるくらいにはね。
I'll have to be careful in the future.
まあ、デスマッチ的な説明は実際にやりながらってことで。いい？ここからは笑いなしの真剣勝負よ。
Oh no, the Magikoi sound, the Magikoi opening is playing in my head again.
せーの。王様誰だ？
On our mark, everyone checks the number on their straws to see if they've been crowned king.
はい。私最初の王様。
そんな！意図的なものを感じなくもありませんが、不正がないのも明らか。
The problem now is being that whoever becomes king next has to one-up Yuki's command.
今回のルールの特徴だけど、一つ、相手ができない内容を命令してリタイアさせるか。二つ、可能性にかけて二宮くんとのイチャイチャを狙うか。もちろん、リタイアしたらそこで即終了だから、自分が生き残るためには、周りを蹴落とすのが効率的ね。
つまり、初めとのデートのために難しい命令をクリアできるか。だから、本気が試されるってことですか？
そういうこと。
Wow, this really is a death match.
でも忘れないでね。無責任な命令をして、それが二宮くんに当たるかもしれないってこと。
あまりおかしな命令はしない方がいいということですね。
Looks like my role is to act as a deterrent in case anyone's individual judgment gets out of hand.
百聞は一見にしかず。結城先輩、命令を出していただけますか？
じゃあ、行くわよ。最初だから、様子見ということで、3番の二宮くんが王様をお姫様抱っこしなさい。
Even though she specifically named me as number 3, fate had different plans.
3番の人は二宮くんじゃないの？
私です。
なんだ、しおりちゃんか。まあ、最初はこんなもんよね。はーい。それじゃあ、お姫様抱っこしてもらおっかな。それとも、ギブアップ？
余裕です。
Turns out she's just fucking ripped. Lightly rolling up her sleeves, she already places a hand on Yuki's back.
いきます。
ちょっと本当に力入れてる？
Or she's actually fucking weak. Although she seems to be straining her muscles to her utmost, Yuki's body doesn't move an inch.
重い。どう見てもスリムだし、あなたと大して変わらないでしょ？
先輩1トンくらいありません？
おいこら！マジでぶっ飛ばすわよ！
ギブアップしてもいいんですよ。なるほど。王様を追い詰める方法もありますのね。
I'm pretty sure this isn't how the game is supposed to be played.
ああ、もう分かったから、クリアよクリア！やりきった顔してるけど、お情けクリアだからね。
In truth, however, the king has been supplanted by his servant. A refreshing spin on the classic king's game, to be sure. But I don't really think that's allowed.
これで進め方は分かったと思うから、この調子で続けるよ。
Yuki collects everyone's straws and then redraw. Leave, then redraw.
私みたいです。
That's just one of everything. This time it's Koshimizu. She might be the most unpredictable I've ever won, to be honest. I have no idea what kind of command she'll come up with.
王様の命令は絶対なんですよね。
二宮くんがいるんだから、内容はちゃんと考えてよ。
もちろんです。というわけで、1番の人は語尾にペソをつけて喋ってください。そんな恥ずかしいのは嫌ペソ
Why is the sad music come on?
ちなみに、最後の一人が決まるまでやめちゃダメですよ。ペソ
It's hard not to laugh.
もうダメ。ブッキー面白すぎ。
笑い事じゃありません、ペソ
Poor old Buki, she's too diligent to disobey. She's usually so stiff and uptight, and that's what makes this whole Peso thing so hilarious.
次の王様を決めましょうか。
やったー。また私王様。
At Kojimizu, Yuki once again draws the lucky straw.
さーて今度はどんな命令にしてやろうかしらね。
まともなものでお願いいたしますわよ。これ以上語尾は追加しないでください、ペソ
語尾はさすがにもういいかな。ターンを思わせて3番の人、このゲームが終わるまで語尾にポンをつけなさい。
Nabuki tosses her straw into the air and runs off. I guess you could say she has the luck of the draw in a sense. She comes running back a second later. Seems like she isn't giving up just yet.
やってやるわよ。やればいいんでしょ、ペソポン。
ごめん、ブッキー。まさかの展開。
山吹先輩、お気の毒に。笑いながら言わないで、ペソポン。IxSHE テル。やったやったついに私が王様の番、ペソポン。
He's gonna try to take revenge on either these, but she's going to be the one who pulls it. But Ninomiya is the one she accidentally pulls.
この恨み、ついに晴らしてやる、ペソポン。
Understand how she feels, but her words really don't sound very threatening.
なんて、私はあえて二宮君との可能性にかける、ペソポン。なんでだろう。応援してあげなきゃって気持ちになってくる。その気持ちわかります。
I don't see anything wrong with that, but if you end up picking someone else...
行くわよ !5 番の人が王様とポッチーゲーム、ペソポン。
That's me! Should I? She is going a bit crazy right now. Nah.
見なさい、正直者はきちんと報われる、ペソポン。
She raises her hand into the air, shouting in joyful triumph. Talk about breaking character. But geez, I can't believe she actually managed to guess the right
で
number.
も、ポッチーはなんか買ってくる？
今さっき買ってきました、ペソポン。
She was planning on this. There's something about her current expression that's just, yes. Yes, I'm biased at this point. You were really well prepared for this. Now, Ibuki carefully opens one of the opens up the box and timidly pulls out one stick of pocky before placing it between her lips and sticking it out towards me. That is really dark chocolate. Jesus.
山吹先輩、つかぬことをお伺いしますが、これは不純異性交友には当たりませんこと？だってゲーム、ペソポン。万が一唇が触れても、それは事故。ルールを守った結果、ペソポン。
She's really thought this through. Don't get too excited now.
大丈夫、ペソポン。だから二宮くん、早く加えて、ペソポン。
Seems like she's gotten used to the whole Pisapon thing, but I'm not sure she's making the most sound judgment here. Honest God, I really want the next, like the scenes after the game to still have her saying Pesapon. She basically needs to actively try to stop again. Could always just admit defeat and lose the game. I could always just admit defeat and lose the game, but I feel strangely reluctant to drop out now. Right, Tom?
二宮君の顔が近いペソポン。
Likewise, Yawabuki's face is at the end of the pocky stick, and closer than I'd ever thought possible. Her cheeks are so red that they look as though they're on fire. I don't think I've ever seen a girl's face this up close before. The edges of her trimmed eyebrows, the flush of her soft cheeks, shiny creases of her lips. There's something strangely tantalizing about this. Not to mention the rather feminine scent tickling my nose. Damn it, that's such a mood killer! This is the kind of romantic I signed up for. What?
二宮君から来ないなら、こっちから行くペソポン。
Munch, munch, munch. With every crunch, her face draws nearer and nearer.
あと何回で唇が触れるペソポン。
You okay? You're breathing pretty heavily.
平気ペソポン。二宮君が、二宮君とペソポンするんだから。
Excuse me, what? You're going to what now? Munch, munch, munch.
もう、ちょっと。二宮君のペソポン。
He's gonna stop because he can't fucking take the Pesopon anymore. 3 more bites and we're seriously gonna end up
こ
kissing.
れ、本当に最後までしちゃってもいいんですか？え、私に聞く？だって、このゲーム提案したのは先輩なので。いや、だけど。
I'm just gonna have to throw in the towel.
二宮君。
Oh, she's died. Huh? Just as I was about to announce my surrender, Yabuki collapses onto the table. What the? Did she get too excited?
審判さん、完全に気を失ってます。
You have a referee?
タッチダウン。
Excuse me, this is not American football. Word you're looking for is knockout, and since when were you the ref? With this, our first contestant has been eliminated. But this game won't end until there's only one person left standing.
愛してる。
この場で先輩とのお戯れを選ぶより、明日のデートの権利を得ることが最優先。ですので、ここは心を鬼にして、まず結城先輩にご退場いただきますわ。
Two more turns after Yabuki's elimination, and you've yet to see any other contestants be knocked out. But for the first time since we've started, it's Kosuka's turn to be king.
宣戦布告ね。いいじゃない。受けて立ってあげる。まあでも、私の番号を当てられたら、だけど、私は自分の直感を信じますわ。というわけですので、2番の方は、今日の下着の色をお答えください。
Just Ninomiya lifts his hand. Black. What? Weren't you the one who said nothing inappropriate earlier? Either way, I drew straw number 3, so I'm good. But that means one of the girls is gonna have to tell us all the color of their underwear.
はーい、私2番です。
小清水先輩でしたか。まあ、いいでしょう。いずれはご退場いただく予定でしたし。
She's just going to bellow it out. So Koshimizu's the one. Coming up here in this one, she is, I'm guessing, white or pink. But on the other hand, I could see her wearing an unexpected sexy black. Leaving aside the fact that it's Koshimizu, there's no way a healthy boy like me would be interested in the color of a girl's panties. Said about fucking herself, Jesus Christ. Don't speak for others.
ですが、答えるのはいいんですが、お先に二宮さんに質問いいですか？はい。二宮さんは私の下着何色だと思いますか？
What? He's throwing the question to me.
では、質問を変えましょうか。何色だったら嬉しいですか？
She's staring me down! Is whether I have any obligation to answer Koshimizu's question? As to whether I have any obligation to answer Koshimizu's question, naturally I do not.
ちなみに、その質問の意図は？
二宮さんへのサービスです。だって、正当な理由で女の子の下着姿を想像できるわけですから。
You're not helping! But I'll admit that I thought it would be a bit of a surprise if you had on black underwear.
セクシー系が好きなんだ。
Muttering something under her breath, Yuki peeks down her shirt to check on her own underwear for some reason. I'm not sure where to look.
なるほど、なるほど。ということでしたら、もう少し大人っぽいものを増やした方が良さそうですね。
What do you mean?
残念ですが、今日は水色なんです。
Man, I knew it was something conservative.
何？その清楚系だったか、みたいな顔。
Stop reading my goddamn mind! This isn't the kind of telepathy I'm looking for.
念のため、確認させていただいてもよろしいでしょうか。
はい、どうぞ。
では、失礼して。
Kosuka moves to block my line of sight before peeking into Koshimizu's chest. Now I'm starting to get curious.
なるほど。では、ゲームを続けましょうか。
Wait, so were they blue or not?
申し訳ありません。すでに私の番は終わってしまいましたので。
Curse you, rules! That said, I'm not desperate enough to ask her myself. I won't stoop that low. Let's just put that thought aside for now. Please repeat after me, Yuki.
そんな恥ずかしい言葉。二宮君、本当に正気？
When it's finally my turn to be king, I choose my command to be say aloud any word of my choosing. Of course, it sounds very simple at first. Until I say the word she has to say. The king's word is law, remember? Do you give up then?
はじめ、すごく生き生きしてる。
Hey, I didn't think it would be this fun. Now say it, Yuki. Dongle.
チンスコー。私ではなくてよかったと心から思いますわ。
Yes! Allow me to explain. I told the person to say 5 words. What kind of words were they, you ask? Non-sexual words that sounded extremely sexual. And by some ironic twist of fate, I had chosen Yuki's number out of all of them. Very good. Next.
また読むの？
You've only gotten through 3, Yuki. Dongle, manhole, and seamen. You've still got 2 more.
わかったわよ。
Still, I don't want to push her over the edge. I'll make this next phrase the last one. Alright, repeat after me. I want to have intercourse with Ninomiya Hajime.
バカじゃないの？
She instantly turns bright red, leaning forward angrily like she wants to grab me. No, Yuki, it's I want to have intercourse with Ninomiya Hajime. Say it with me. That's not a word, though.
そんなの言えるわけないでしょ！
Yuki, come on now, it's an innocent phrase. It just sounds dirty. I mean, you can choose not to say it, but you know what'll happen then, right?
うるさい、バカバカ。
Alternatively, you can say rigid erection. That sounds good. That sound better?
ごめんなさい、もう許して。
Actually, you know what? That'd be nice.
I see テル。私、小塚ゆいでちゅ。ママのおっぱいが大好きな。
What the fuck?
赤ちゃん言葉なんて屈辱ですわ。
Immediately following Yuki's elimination, Shiori's first command as king had had been to order Kosuka to introduce herself like a baby. However, it seemed that Kosuka's pride wouldn't allow her to endure such humiliation.
ついに一騎打ちですね。まさか小清水さんとこうなるなんて予想外だったよ。
The thing is, you can still argue that Yumabuki shouldn't be eliminated because she literally just passed out. She was the king, so it was not her that had to actually win that bout of the pocky game. It's now Koshimi's turn to be king, so Shiori is the one at a disadvantage. Nevertheless, the intrepid smile on her face shows no signs of fading. She was planning to beat the king at her own game once again.
それでは早速ですが、この王様ゲームを終わらせましょうか。絶対に負けない。
A relaxed smile spreads across Koshimizu's face while Shiori continues to smirk with confidence. That said, there's still the possibility that I'll be chosen, so a victory isn't necessarily guaranteed just yet.
では、一番の人は、二宮はじめなんて大嫌いと大きな声で言ってください。
Hold on. Wrong. Test of allegiance! Since I'm number 2, that means... Uh-oh.
命令に従うにしても、リタイアするにしても、二宮君への気持ちを否定することになる。
悪魔の所業ですわ。恐ろしい。
Now, how is Shiori going to get out of this one?
やるね、小清水さん。恐れ入ります。確かに私は、嫌いだなんて嘘でも言えない。そのくらいはじめが好きなの。
Oh, thanks.
だからはじめ、嘘でも嫌いだなんて言うくらいなら、私が気を失うまで殴り続けて。
Excuse me, what? I got your mind! I'm not doing that!
いえいえ、花森さん。これはあくまでゲーム。ここで大嫌いと一言口にするだけで、大好きな二宮さんとデートができるかもしれないんですよ。はっ、確かに。ですが、嘘でも大嫌いなんて言えば、二宮さんが悲しむかもしれませんね。殴ってー！お願い！殴れー！
Stop! I'm not punching you!
花森先輩の名誉のため、失礼いたします。あお！
The moment Kosuka sprays her with something, she loses consciousness and keels over onto the table. Kosuka? What did you just spritz her with?
即効性のある麻酔スプレーですわ。ただし効果が強いため、人への使用は1日1回が限度の危険なものですが。
Thanks to its effect, Judy continues snoring peacefully despite the impact of her collapse. That doesn't seem like she'll be waking up anytime soon, so I better not try. Do I ask why you have something that dangerous on you?
お話ししていませんでしたか？私、向こうでは発明部に所属しておりますの。もちろんこれも私が発明したものですわ。
Actually, hold on. More like that. Now that she mentions it, I do recall a peculiar rumor I'd heard once that went something along those lines. It said that a certain mad scientist stalks the halls of Misakihama Academy, unmatched in brilliance, but beyond the control of any teacher.
何かお困りのことがございましたら、ぜひお声掛けくださいませ。
That mad scientist seems to be Kosuka herself.
でもしおりちゃんがリタイアってことは、小清水さん、優勝！
わあ、ありがとうございます。二宮さん、デートですよ。
Yeah, that's great. Let's have a blast tomorrow. Now that my date's been decided, I can't help but suddenly feel nerves at the prospect. This will be my first time going on an actual date with any of them. The thing is, this wasn't a game to decide on the date. This was literally just to help him decide. He still has the last fucking vote, basically. This King's Game death match, upon which the date was wagered, had come to a close. Not a buff. This is already a day. Hold on, what? Whoops. This still counts as the same day, okay. Alright then, I guess I'll just head back and get ready for the night. At last, the day of the Fireworks Festival is upon us. With our half day of school now over with, the classroom quickly begins to buzz with excitement. Koshimizu, once you're done with your conversation, could we talk for a moment? Knowledge of our date had spread throughout the school in no time, and as a result, Koshimizu spent the entire morning being the center of attention among the girls. I haven't had a chance to sit down and speak with her all day. Hold on, did I? No. Forget it.
あららなんか私たちお邪魔みたいだし、早いうちに退散しとく
No, it's fine. I can wait. Take your time.
今日の主役が何遠慮してんの
She slaps me on the back, laughing raucously. All that girls talk must have gotten them all worked up. Or so I thought, but the girls simply gave Koshimizu a few shouts of encouragement before leaving as a group.
それで二宮さん、来ようというのは
Alright, since this is your first time going to the Fireworks Festival, I thought I'd give you a little bit of a heads up. Huh? Something seems a bit different about you today. It's nothing appearance-wise.
気づいてもらえてよかったです。実は昨晩、ボディクリームをバラの香りのものに変えたんですけど、今日も少しだけコロンで香りをつけているんです。
She takes out a small folded handkerchief with her pocket, out from her pocket, and holds it up to my nose.
小清水かすみ、スペシャルバージョンですよ。
It really seems excited for our date. That makes me glad to see. It smells great. Very Koshimizu-esque.
ありがとうございます。私もこの香り、本当に大好きで、嗅ぐととても落ち着くんです。
Maybe it's due to her new fragrance, but Koshimizu's smile, despite being no different from usual, makes my heart skip a beat. So, back to what I was saying. I know it's a date, but you should wear clothes that are easy to move in, and shoes that you're used to wearing. I could feel my face getting a little flushed, so I changed the topic rather abruptly.
そうですね。関係ないところでご迷惑をかけるわけにはいきませんし、ありがとうございます。では、その方向でおしゃれしていきますね。
Since it's not summertime anymore, I doubt you'll show up in wooden clogs or straw sandals. At least I hope.
ああ、二宮くん、ちょっと。
Ibuki interrupts, looking between me and Koshimizu apologetically. Is it something student council related?
私はこの後すぐ見回りの打ち合わせがあるから、もし何かあれば連絡ちょうだい。くれぐれも変な気は起こしちゃダメよ。
She'd waited her chance at the date yesterday and lost. Willing to dwell on the bitterness of defeat, she thus decided to delve back into student council business and rejoin the patrol team. Oh, come on! I knew you know I won't create any problems.
いえ、小清水さんの方に言ってるんだけど。
二宮さんに求められない限り、私から何かすることはありませんので、どうぞ安心してください。
There's a lot to worry about.
安心できないから注意してるんだけど。まあいいわ。二宮くん、雰囲気に流されないように気をつけてね。
Then departs for the student council room, leaving behind an uneasy smile. After watching her go, Kojimizu and I returned to the dorm to prepare for our date. Man, I'm getting pretty nervous. It's 5:45 p.m., almost time for us to meet. She said she'd pick something fashionable and easy to move in, but I'm curious to see exactly what kind of outfit she chose. Is that her? Why would she be calling me now? Hello?
二宮さん、大変申し訳ないんですが、今日の花火、やっぱり行けそうにありません。
What? You can tell how depressed she is from her voice on the other end of the speaker. What's wrong? I thought you were looking forward to this.
今日は特別な日だからと、普段は大切にしまっているペンダントを学園に持って行ってしまったんです。
Pendant? Were you wearing it?
いえ、ハンカチに包んでポケットに。
Classroom.
ですが、帰ってきてから取り出したところ、ペンダントだけが入っていなくて。
Was it the same handkerchief you gave me to smell?
はい、それです。
But I think it fell out of her pocket at the time, as far as I can remember. Are you sure it was wrapped in your handkerchief back then?
それが、はっきりとは。
In other words, she doesn't know when exactly she lost it. Were there any other items when you took the handkerchief out of your pocket while you were at school? Other times?
そうですね。何度か。
Have you tried looking for it inside your room and around the dorm?
探しました。帰ってきてからずっと。でも、見つからなくて。
Judging from the sound of her voice, the pendant must have been very dear to her. She seems to be in complete shock. Well, I won't tell you not to panic. I know this is tough for you. Are we calling off the date?
正直なところ、とても花火を楽しめるような状態ではなくなってしまって、ご一緒したとしても、二宮さんに不快な思いをさせてしまうかもしれません。だったら、出かける前にキャンセルできればと。
Even at a time like this, she's thinking about my feelings. Are you sure you don't want to go?
私は、はい。もし今からでもなんとかなるなら、花森さんたちを誘ってあげてもらえませんか?
Despite what she answers with, it's clear what her true feelings are. What are you going to do? Go to campus and search more?
できればそうしようかと。
But it's almost closing time for the campus, and the Public Morals Committee members will be heading out on their patrols soon. Listen, Koshimizu, I think you should wait until tomorrow to look for it. Probably won't be easy to find in the dark. Plus, if any teachers spot you, they'll just make you come right back to the dorms. There are exceptions to the rule, of course, especially for someone like the Student Council President, for example, but I shouldn't do that. Not to repeat myself, but the lighting on campus at night isn't great. It'd only make matters worse if you stumbled or injured yourself.
ですけど、あれは本当に大切なもので。
I know, and I'll help you look for it too. Tomorrow's Sunday. Once we explain the situation, I'm sure we'll be able to find it before the morning's over. I don't mind you cancelling our date, but just promise me you won't go looking for it right now.
でも、
If I offered to search for it instead, she would no doubt insist on coming as well. Considering the risk that would entail, I decided best to remain silent for now.
わかりました。明日はよろしくお願いし
She
ます。
eventually agrees, albeit reluctantly. By the way, what does this pendant look
ハ
like?
ートが2つ重なったものです。一つは金色、もう一つは銀色ですけど。
Is it that thing on the title card for this game? Not title card. Icon. I'm guessing it's not very large either.
はい、1センチもないと思います。
That might make it a bit difficult to find. Okay, I'll try to remember that. You said you could see the fireworks from your room, right? It might help you take your mind off things. Try not to let yourself feel too down. After hanging it up, I quickly changed back into my school uniform. Then, shoving my phone into my pocket, I hurried back towards campus before night begins to fall in earnest.
愛してる。
So quiet. Most of the students I usually see hanging about after their club activities. Most of the students I usually see hanging about after their club activities must have already gone home, possibly to prepare for the festival. Not that I'm complaining, as people makes it easier for me to search. No way to start. No one's returned a pendant here. First I head straight to the main office to see if the pendant has been brought to the lost and found. No dice, however. Alright, thank you.
はい。会長も見回り頑張ってね。
Conveniently for me, everyone just assumes that I'm here on duty as student council president. Huh. Turning at the sound of my voice, I catch a glimpse of a male student bolting into a nearby classroom. That's not normal. Can't imagine that the public morals prefect would be sneaking around like that. That student just now was most likely trying to avoid being caught. I know you're in here, pal. There aren't many hiding places in an empty classroom. He's either crouching behind the desks or hiding inside the cleaning supplies closet. I'm sure you know what student council is doing here, don't you? If you're caught, you'll be forced to submit a written letter of apology and sit through a lecture by the student counselor. That's not all. If you're not a first-year student, you should know what I'm talking about. No response. If you come out now, I'll let you off scot-free, promise. So, which do you want? Do you want to do as I say, or do you want me to drag you out by force?
兄ちゃん、それ本当？お咎めなし？
Of course, I promised. Wait, I didn't know that voice. Yasumas, it's still you.
ででーん！あったりー！正解は僕でした！
I'm going to body slam you. Okay, I'm calling Yamabuki.
約束！
Whoops, I let my instincts get the better of me. So, what are you doing here?
兄ちゃんこそ、小清水先輩とデートじゃなかったの？
We're actually playing hide and seek at the moment.
今時のデートってそんなアクティブなの？
Whatever. So, what are you doing here?
僕のはすごいよ！聞きたい？
Flashes a toothy grin, prompting me to ask. Fine then, two can play at that game. My name is Hanamori Yasumasa. Catch me if you can, you stinking public morals prefects.
って本当に捕まったらどうすんのさ！
Places his hands over my mouth in a panic. Then tell me what you were doing here.
わかったよ。というか花火だよ。打ち上げるんだよ。年に一度の大イベント。
And?
去年は知らないけど、今年は恋愛解禁ってことだし、モラルも低下してるかもしれない。つまり、浮かれた男女が学園内でこっそり点火準備。そのまま女子の中に特大の打ち上げ花火をドーンって発射するかもしれないじゃん。そんな美味しい現場、チェックするしかないでしょ。
Can't believe this idiot. So what, you're planning to record people having sex and use it to extort money out of them or something? Sorry, but even if I'm your bro, I can't let you do that.
そんなもったいないこと誰がするんだよ。むしろそれをネタ、おかずにしこるんだよ。わかる？わからないかな。
No, I don't feel you, sick ass perv. This guy's literally a human piece. This guy is a literal human piece of trash. I didn't know a person could even stoop to such lows.
AV なんかじゃない。モザなしリアルな男女のセックスをおかずにしこれる。こんなチャンス、今しかないでしょう。
Okay, one, don't call me Nichan ever again. In fact, just don't speak to me ever again, period.
待ってよ。もちろん僕だって人として最低まで落ちぶれてるのは分かってるよ。
Then have you considered not doing it?
でも手が勝手に。
Maybe we should chop it off.
ほら見てよ、今だって。
I didn't see shit, get the hell out of here. I was actually thinking of asking him to help me look for the pendant. Forget that now, there's no way in hell I'm letting those filthy hands of his anywhere near Kojimizu's precious pendant. Public Morals Committee is making the rounds as well, so that steamy scenario you're imagining doesn't have an iota of a chance of happening. And I'm going to be telling Shiori about this too.
姉ちゃんにだけはやめて。
Good grief. Then you better help out with student council work the next time I ask, otherwise I'm telling.
リアルなのが逆に怖いんだけど。
Well, it's supposed to be. It's punishment after all. I escort the shaking Yasamasa to the school gates before quickly returning back to resume my search. Well, that was a huge waste of fucking time. Not here either. For long, the sun is fully set, as I still wander about looking for the pendant. It won't be long now before the fireworks start. I'd hoped I'd be able to find it quickly and return to Kushimizu so we could salvage our date, but that doesn't seem possible now. If only I knew where she'd taken out her handkerchief, then I might at least know where to search. Once the student council patrols had to come to an end, I even tried asking Aqua to ask for help, but he declined, saying the vice president is gonna kill me. I don't know what happened between them, but that was all he said. In the end, I had to continue searching alone. So much for my plan to surprise Kushimizu with the pendant. Huh? Passing by a classroom I've already searched before, I hear a faint sound coming from within. Hello? Someone in there?
ごめんなさい、ごめんなさい。すぐに帰りますから。
Kushimizu?
二宮さん、どうして？
Well, I had a vague feeling that something like this might happen. I was looking for something.
それってもしかして？
Just sounded so crestfallen that I felt like I had to do something.
二宮さん。
But what are you doing here? Didn't I tell you to stay at the dorm?
それは。
The fact that you apologized when I walked in means you knew the Public Morals Committee was patrolling the place, right?
はい。
But that's how important this pendant is to you,
ご
huh?
めんなさい。二宮さんとの約束を私。
It's alright, I can expect that this to happen, so I'm not really mad. She looks up timidly when I place a hand on her turned down head. Anyways, I didn't have any luck finding it, did you?
私もまだです。
In that case, our best choice is to wait till morning to begin our search anew. Let's continue this tomorrow. What do you say?
そうですね。こんなに暗くなってしまっては、もう。
Though still reluctant, she understands how futile it would be to continue searching. Place a hand on her back as we make our way back to the dorm. You know, it's almost time for the fireworks.
全然気づきませんでした。
There's a chance we might be able to see them on our way back. No, would you look at that? A bright light momentarily illuminates our surroundings, soon followed by the crackle of exploding fireworks. That's gonna cause them to find it.
始まりましたね。すみません。本当なら楽しい時間になるはずだったのに。
It's alright. What's done is done. And hey, in the end, we got to see the fireworks together anyway.
お気遣いありがとうござ。
What's wrong? Following a flash of multiple fireworks, she breaks into a sudden run towards something. Quickly follow after.
ありましたよ。ほら。
She jumps energetically to her feet, holding a heart-shaped pendant. Oh, seriously? You found it?
よかった。本当によかった。
Yes, this is the most fair I can get right now. Actually, I can get a bit fairer. She clutches it tightly, tears beading at the corners of her eyes. What an extraordinary stroke of luck. How on earth did you spot it anyways? Actually, you know what? Let's be extra fair.
明るくなった瞬間、何かが光ったように見えて、そしたらここに。二宮さんのおかげです。本当にありがとうございます。
Me? I didn't do anything.
ですが、あそこで私に帰ろうと提案してくれなければ、このまま見つからなかったかもしれません。二宮さんがいてくれたから。
I really don't feel like I've done anything to warrant this much gratitude. Well, I'm just glad that we found it in the end. Hold on, I feel the need to check something real quick. Okay, I was checking if there's a download. That there's a download for the soundtrack for this game. Sadly not. Oh well. But we should probably get going before someone from the Public Morals Committee catches us. Having now regained her usual vigor, her vigor in full, she pulls herself snugly against me. Now this is what a date should feel like, but it's kinda embarrassing to say the least. Still, if it makes her happy, I'm content with walking home however she wants. Oh, that is actually quite the cute outfit on Alba. Intriguing.
探し物は見つかりまして。
Upon arrival, we found everyone waiting in front of the dorm for us.
屋台でいろいろ買ってきたから、みんなで食べよう。ちなみにうちのシーフードキャベツ焼きは毎年大盛況なんだからね。
早かねんちのキャベツ焼き、早く食べたい。
Thanks for doing all this for us.
いいのいいの。みんなで集まるんだから楽しまなきゃ。
That declaration, she reels out a veritable mountain of food. Takoyaki, cotton candy, hot dogs, among other things. It truly is a sight for sore eyes. I was so relieved at finding the pendant that I hadn't even realized how hungry I was getting.
二人ともおかえり。私もこの前のそうめんでピザ作ったからいっぱい食べて。皆さんどういうことですか？デートをかけた勝負には負けてしまいましたが、諦めると口にした覚えはありませんわ。ですので二宮先輩と花火をしようと思い、こうして用意してまいりましたの。花火？
Remember, Kojimizu? You told me to invite you to eat the others.
言いましたけど。
In the end, the two of us didn't have much of a date today. But in terms of getting to know Kojimizu better, I think I've learned more about her than I could have hoped. So this is a perfect way to end the day.
温かいうちにお料理をいただきますか？いや、両方でしょ。食べながら花火しよう！
I don't know why Aoba has such extremely chaotic energy. And I don't know why it's so great. Pet the chaos gremlin. Pet it. That's not proper etiquette though. Like, the thing is, she is a sister character, yes. However, she is a sister character without a route, so I'm not going to hate her automatically. Like, low-key, she has a similar chaotic energy as my little sister. And she doesn't have a route. So this is basically as if my sister was in a game, which is actually kind of weird, yet it makes me feel oddly familiar with this. And her stupid antics. I can just see my sister becoming basically Alba. And I don't think I should be happy about that.
そうそう。今日だけは固いこと言わなくていいじゃない。
よし、火つけよう。チャカー
Let's light this baby up! Speaking of, where's Yamabuki?
もうすぐ戻ってくるって言ってたけど。二宮くん、たこ焼き買ってきたから一緒に食べましょう。
Oh no, why is Yamabuki snacking on a fucking chocolate banana? Why would you do this? All of a sudden I see her running towards us, arms full of food from the festival. I actually really like the sweater she has. That's cute. I really am just going full Yamabuki at this point. Actually, at this rate, I would rank the characters is Yoshino, then Ayaka, then Kasumi, then Shiori, and last Yui. Yui just hasn't done that much to really set herself off, in my opinion.
もちろん用意していますわ。青葉、終わった花火はきちんと。ほらほら、ゆい、
Fuck, excuse me, what?
あなた、いきなりなんてことをおっしゃいますの？
Alba's busy watching her so-called Black Snake firework ignite. You don't have even a modicum of decency in you, I swear.
あるけど、どう見てもうんこだよ。しかも、これかなり体調悪いやつ。
You don't need your scatology analysis.
というか、人が食べようとしてる時にそういうこと言わないでくれる？やだな、山吹先輩。それうんこじゃなくて、チョコバナナですよ。
I'm going to beat the shit out of you, Alba. You know, saying that after what I said earlier sounds very bad. I do not hit my little sister, I swear. Oh, no. Oh, no, Harry. Oh, no. Please. Believe me, I'm not a domestic violence case waiting to happen. Oh no.
食欲なくすわ。
I'm sorry, Yamabuki. I'm sorry you have to deal with this idiot. I really should take a page out of Shiori's book. You should behave more like her. Pointed her, crouching on the ground a little ways away from everyone. Attention is focused solely on the sparkle in front of her, however.
ああ、だってしおりね、線香花火始めたら5分は身動き一つしないんだもん。
That's my point. I'm telling you to be less of a spaz.
いやいや、花火は騒いでこそでしょ。というわけで、ここにネズミ花火が10個あります。
Better not be planning to set them all off all at once.
その言葉を待ってた。
I'm not kidding, young lady!
よし行け、カビチュウ、ファイヤーテール。
She lights the fuse and begins indiscriminately tossing them in every which direction. Oh, it's those.
おバカ、なんてことしますの。ちょっと、なんで追っかけてくるのよ。はあ、もう、ゆっくり食べさせてよ。
Naturally, it causes a minor panic as everyone runs to escape the sparks. Shiori, caught by surprise, drops the spark to the ground in alarm. Alba, you dumbass! Now you've really done it!
私のカビチュウは炎タイプ最強なのだ。おば？は？
There's the domestic violence. With her face frozen in form of a natural smile. What's with the music all of a sudden? What? In a natural smile, Shiori thrusts a chocolate-covered banana into Alba's unsuspecting mouth. Oh no.
ねえ、アウバ、あんまりはしゃいでると、うんこうんこ言ってるその花火、青葉のお尻に突っ込んじゃうよ。
She really snaps when you mess with her fireworks. Huh? That's the first time I've ever heard Kojimizu laugh so heartily.
ごめんなさい。こんなに楽しい時間、初めてだったので、つい。
Thought for sure she was fed up with our antics.
はじめさん、皆さんも、ありがとうございます。
Hajime? That wasn't intentional, right?
おかげで、とっても素敵な時間が過ごせました。
It's gonna be something like, as a kid, she called him that. So she accidentally slipped into it. She bows her head deeply to each of us in turn.
何言ってるの？まだまだ始まったばっかりじゃない。ほら、小清水さんもいっぱい食べて。
花火も買い占めてまいりましたので、目いっぱい楽しんでくださいませ。皆さん、本当にありがとうございます。
Although things had gone past boisterous to downright disorderly, Koshimizu seems to be truly having the time of her life. Before long, even she had a firework in each hand as we held a contest to see who could hold on to their sparkler the longest. That disgusting. Time truly flew as we were having fun. Before we knew it, our own little fireworks festival had come to an end. Why even give the option here? It would feel wrong to pick anyone other than her. After saying goodnight to Kosuka and Yuki, the rest of us begin cleaning up everything from our fireworks party. Shiri returned inside to wash the table ware by herself, so I sent Alba along to help her out while Yamabuki and I picked up the trash. Hey, Yamabuki, did something happen while you were out on patrol?
Huh? どうして?
I gave Haku a call around that time, and he seemed really shaken up about something. Said you were gonna kill him.
あの野郎。
What?
ん?
Did you just call him a dumbass?
聞き違いじゃない?
No, you definitely just said it. Well, if you don't want to talk about it, I won't ask.
だから話したくないとかじゃなくて何もないの。ね?
I don't know what happened between them. But if it was really nothing serious, I'm sure Aqua would come talk to me about it sooner or later. Actually, thinking about it, was there ever a cross-view part that I've missed doing this? Well, forget about it. Though I must say, I'm pretty surprised you agreed to these fireworks in the first place.
どうして?
I was sure you'd veto it for being improper student behavior or whatever.
ああ、そういうこと?
She twirls her hair, looking a bit embarrassed.
それとも禁止した方が良かった?
Oh no, I'm glad you approved it. Thanks to that, I now have some time to talk with you alone.
それじゃ私と話したかったみたいじゃない.
Well, I did. That's why I'm talking to you right now.
そんなこと.
Oh, I just noticed the bunny. It's adorable.
そうなの?
Yamabuki, it's rather difficult to get her to open up unless you go out of my way to create opportunities like this. She might be sticking about it at times, but it's a good sign that she's giving these events some proactive consideration. No, your edges have really rounded out lately, Yamabuki.
嘘? 太った? 確かにさっきはたこ焼き2パック食べちゃったけど.
That's not what I meant. I'm saying you've been smiling a lot more lately.
楽しそう? 私が?
She folds her arms, brooding on my observation.
そうかも. 私、友達は少なくないけど、一緒に遊びに行くとかはほとんどしたことなかったし、案外楽しんでるのかも.
She can actually be honest when it's not related to romance, I see. Yeah?
何が?
She suddenly leaps backwards as our eyes meet. Weren't you just trying to...
気のせいじゃない? ほら、二宮くん今日は疲れてるのよ.
We just had this exact same exchange a few minutes ago, so I can already see a pattern developing. But even though I can tell she's being evasive, I still don't know what she's thinking. Here she comes again. She seems to be inching closer every time I look away. Almost like a little kid trying to pull a prank. I'm curious to see what she's actually trying to do, though. Let's not let her do what she wants for now. Squeeze!
よし, やった.
All she ultimately does is sneakily grab hold of my pinky finger, smiling in accomplishment. There's hardly anything, though. She could have just asked, and I would have said sure. Even though this is a big step for her, doing this on her own without any pressure from others. Yamabuki?
何？文句ある？
She glares at me, blushing slightly. It's adorable how she's trying so hard to hide her embarrassment. No, not really. But if you're gonna grab my finger like that, we might as well do this.
こっちってどっち？
I pull her hand off my pinky and wrap my hand around hers instead. In an instant, her mouth twists into shock and her entire face glows bright red. Liked how shy you were acting before, but this isn't half bad either. But if you don't want to hold hands, Yabuki, I can let go.
私は嫌じゃないです。
Right? Now let's hold hands until we finish up and get back to the others. Though her smile is somewhat uncertain, her hand squeezes me back tightly. As for myself, I'm just glad to see her slowly warming up to me. For a short while thereafter, the two of us continue to walk hand in hand until the dormitory entrance comes into view. So how can I give her 20 hearts? IxSHE, everybody. Oh yeah. It's all come together.
団結を深めましょう。
Okay. New day. Okay. Just kidding. No worries. Anyways, let's go ahead and save here. And then I say this isn't the end yet because I'm going back. Load. Here. Yes.
二宮君、
And then
山
start
口さん。
skipping. Hold on. First off, make sure. Skip mode. Only red. Okay. Now, start skipping and watch the corner. There you go. Watch the corner. There was one. There was one I missed! That's why this was over so quickly. So this was while we found him. Cross viewing.
ノース。
うっす。あいつは？
俺らの分のホットドッグとチキンステーキ買ってくるって出かけたよ。
Boys and I figured it'd be a waste to spend the evening cooped up in our rooms, so we decided to come to see the fireworks together. The last member of our trio had been looking forward to visiting the different stalls, but we sent him off to grab some food before meeting up with us at the festival.
俺は花火見られればそれでいいやと思ってたから、助かるっちゃ助かるけど、贅沢言うなら甘いものとかも欲しかったな。
なら連絡入れとけば追加で買ってきてくれるんじゃん？あいつの金があればだけど。
んじゃ、後で払うから、一番多いやつを頼む。
あいつが戻ってくるまで動けないけど、戻ってきたらどうする？
別に、ここで花火上がるまでいればよくね。
まあ、それもそっか。
Leaning our backs against a nearby fence, we wait for the out-of-season fireworks show to begin.
今頃我らが会長さんはデートでもしてるのかね？
してるんじゃない？まだ誰と付き合うか決まってないみたいだけど、誰かと付き合ったら、それはそれで新聞部とか放送部とかが見逃さないと思うし。
確かにそうだよな。でも正直羨ましいかどうかで考えたらどっち？
羨ましいっちゃ羨ましいけど。
けど？
そりゃモテモテだし、学園の美人たちに告白されてるし、すげえなと思うよ。 実際行動力すごいし、女子が興味持つのもわかるし、男から見てもかっこいいと思うこともある。
ま、そうだな。
だから、何もしてない俺が羨ましいとか言うのは、なんか負けな気がするっていうか、純粋に情けなくね？
ああ、それで微妙なわけか。
Like I says, neither of us have any problems talking to girls if we try. We have female friends too, but honestly, I doubt any of them would be willing to date us.
その発想はなかったけど、誰もやろうとしなかったことをやり遂げた二宮って、確かにすごいよな。
だろ？ここで羨ましがってもただのひがみじゃん。
それすげえわかるわ。
おーい、お待たせ。
おー、甘いのあった？
ちっこいカステラ買ってきた。50個入りのやつ。
50個？お前どんだけ甘いの好きなんだよ。
割と好きだけど、さすがに50個は想定外だったわ。
The sugary aroma coming from the bag smells incredible. I think I'd rather have one of those cakes than the hot dog I'd asked for. These chicken cutlets aren't going to taste good if we don't eat them while they're hot.
まあ、うちらで食って、余ったら明日のおやつにでもすればいいっしょ。
しかし、匂いだけでよだれ出てくるな。
俺も早く食べたくて仕方ないっての。ほら、お前らの分はこれだから。
サンキュー。いくらだった？
カステラだけで1800円だな。ホットドッグとチキンステーキでちょうど1000円。
Seems a bit pricey considering the actual amount of food, but I can always eat something else when I get home.
それで二人して何話してたんだ？
二宮を羨ましがったら負け的な？
そうそう。俺らも頑張んないとなーって話。
はあ？なんだそれ。
In the end, however, we concluded that there was something special about Ninomiya. Even if he'd accomplished the same things he had, he'd still be a cut above. This was basically just lip service for the main character. However, it was nice seeing the little bromance between those three. How about? Yuri and I have been checking out the fireworks festival together, but she's been wearing that glum expression on her face this whole time. Like, it's so obvious she'd rather be with Oni right now than me.
ごめんな。隣がお兄じゃなくて、別に先輩じゃなくても、アーバとでも。って、わざと言ってますわよね。
Oh my god! That lying little snot! I know damn well you're thinking about him! Stop trying to fool me! I thought I'd be able to get a rise out of Yui by poking fun at her, but it didn't seem to have accomplished much.
やっぱりお兄たちのこと気になる？いえ、今はこの痴漢を、なんて、あなたに強がっても仕方ありませんわね。確かに。二宮先輩と小清水先輩が何をしているのか気になっていますわ。小清水先輩、お兄のこと誘惑しまくりだもんね。私だったらおっぱいの誘惑には勝てないけど。まさか正直に答えるなんて。
You would normally never complain about her problems out loud like this. Not wanting to bother others with her issues, I suppose. But Jay, I really wish Mocha were here to add her input. I'm just not good at for this stuff.
ならさ、これからお兄探して合流しちゃう？合流？匂いだって、そんな簡単に諦めるつもりじゃなかったんでしょ？今だって、寂しそうっていうか、何かを考えてる顔だったし。ですが、せっかくお二人で楽しんでらっしゃるなら、それをお邪魔するのもでも私の場合妹だし、そんなに変な感じはしないと思うよ。いいえ、お気持ちだけで十分ですわ。本当にいいの？ええ。お友達を利用するくらいでしたら、今日は潔く諦めます。
I don't know what she's saying. I want her to use me because we're friends. I want her to use me because we're friends. That sounds wrong. Why does she have to be so selfless when dealing with Koshimizu, let alone me? Well, whatever. Me complaining ain't gonna change her personality.
そっか。じゃあ今日は2人で合流だ。そうですわね。
The only thing I can do is lift her spirits as much as
ああ、
possible.
そうだ。ならモカのとこ行ってみる？砂時計もなんかお店やってるみたいだし。ですが、それはそれでお邪魔にな。結城先輩もおっしゃってましたが、去年はお客さんも多かったようですし。
Ah, stop being so dark and considerate, will you?
ゆいってば硬いな。大丈夫だって。こっちはお客さんだよ。グッドだよ。なんか嘘なえしてくれるかも。お小遣いも限られてるし、そうなればラッキーだよね。そうだな。じゃあ食べ歩きと考えても、あんず飴と焼きそばとじゃがバターは外せないっしょ。あと綿飴はマスト。3個はいかなきゃね。もうそんなにお腹を空かせてましたの？ほら、海水浴行った時と同じで、こういうとこで食べると特別美味しく感じるじゃん。しかもこんな時じゃなきゃ屋台の味って楽しめないし。そうですわね。
However, I still can't shake the feeling that Yui is forcing that smile. Gotta find some way to get her with my brother.
あれ？花火？
That doesn't sound like Aoba. Suddenly catch sight of a brightly lit shop interior, and my eyes fall upon a number of handheld fireworks on display. I think I have an
とこ
idea.
ろでさ、一つ思いついたんだけど。提案？はい。あれあれ、花火！打ち上げ花火もいいけど、手持ち花火もなかなかオツじゃない？手持ち花火？それにこれならみんなでできるし、お兄も誘ったら多分来てくれると思うよ。先輩たちとみんなで。
Looks like we've caught her attention. See a little twinkle in her eyes.
じゃあ今からお兄にも連絡するね。今から？さすがにデート中に連絡するのはご迷惑なのでは。
That was the wrong one. See, I've bamboozled you. I still had the alcohol-free ones and secretly put the alcoholic one into the alcohol-free one, so it looked like I still had alcoholic ones left. I have bamboozled thee. I have a superior intellect. I don't know why I'm doing this. Just end it all, I suppose. Whoops, I actually just splashed some air. Oh. Disgusting. Anyways.
大丈夫でしょう。小清水先輩優しいし。それに、ゆいも本気なら、時には正面からぶつかってかなきゃ。
I invite Yamabuki and Shiori as well as Moka and Ayake, too. I'm sure they'll all be able to put aside their rivalry while we're having fun.
青葉はそれでよろしいんですか？は？なんで？食べ歩きをしたいのでは？
Even if, for argument's sake, it was okay for Yui to hold herself back around Moka and Koshimizu. She should never have to compromise for my sake, even if God himself allowed it to. The godlier God would say no.
愚問だな。これは私から友人へのささやかな応援さ。やっべ、決まった。今の私超かっこいい。青葉、今食べたいもの何でも言ってごらんなさい。あ、もしかしておごり？こういう時は勘がいいんですから。ただし食べきれる分だけですわよ。やったー！よくわかんないけど、ゆい様最高！
In that case, our first order of business is to get some of that cotton candy. But before that, Yui and I purchase as many fireworks as we can, carrying them around with us as we visit various festival stalls. cross viewing.
なになに、どうしたの？喧嘩でもした？いえ、見回りに集中しているだけですから。その割にはすごい顔してるよ。鏡見る？いえ、必要ありません。
俺もわかんないんすけど、さっきから怖いんすよ。
白馬くん、私じゃなくて周囲に注意しなさい。
すいませんでした。
The amount of public morals committee members said I didn't have it to. I willingly decided to rejoin the patrols.
もう、なんでこんなにイライラしてるんだろう。
Am I mad because I lost? Or is it because Koshimizu is alone with Ninomiya right
い
now?
やいや、前者はともかく後者は絶対ないでしょ。
I'll admit that I have a great deal of respect for him. I admire his passion towards creating a school where all the students can have an enjoyable school life. But in no way does that mean I like him in any sort of romantic way. Couldn't care less who he spends his time with. So this basically gotta be the scene. Oh, I like him. Fuck.
なのに、なんで？
Whenever I think of him, I feel this burning in my chest.
会長のことっすよね。
はぁ？誰が？私が？二宮君のことを考えてイライラしてるって？
いや、そこまでは言ってないっすけど。先生、助けてください。
なんか言った？そのビールとイカ焼きはどっから持ってきたんですか？今山吹さんに買ってきていいか聞いたら、うんって言ったじゃん。私が？
はい、間違いなくおっしゃっておりました。というか、そのくらい会長のことばっか考えてるんすね。
それは。
I know he's telling the truth. I can deny it all I want, but it won't get me anywhere. Matt has been in clouds to the point that I set things to sensei without even being aware of it.
でも、だからこそわからないのよ。どうしてこんなに二宮君のことが気になってるのよ。はぁ、もやもやする。
先生の肩持ったのは事実っすけど、どうかお怒りを鎮めてほしいっす。
He suddenly prostrates himself on the ground without any care for the fact he's in public right now.
もう痛いのはご勘弁を。
Again?
ちょっと、だから私が日常的に手を挙げてるみたいな言い方はやめなさいってあれほど。
When he inadvertently raised my voice at him, do I realize that everyone in the vicinity is staring right at me?
もう、最悪。これじゃ本当に、星水さんに焼き餅焼いて八つ当たりしてるみたい。違う！ほんと違うから、二宮君のことなんてどうでもいいの。あ、二宮君だ。嘘
I quickly take out my phone and start fixing my bangs. Look at that idiot. Look at that absolute fucking moron.
それで、二宮君はどこですか？ほずみみすず！うん！はぁ！私のイカ焼き
今のは先生が悪いっす。てか、俺だったら命がなかった気がしますけど。
What's good is good.
二宮君とたこ焼き、食べたかったな。
あ、会長からメッセージ来たっす。
白馬くん、わかってるわね。
すいません。
Jeez. What, did I think it's fun to tease me or something?
あれ、青葉さん？
I remember hearing that she was going to the festival with Kosuka. We're gonna be lighting up some fireworks at the door and wanna join? My bro's gonna be there.
二宮君と花火？あれ？どうしたの？二宮君。先生、もうイカ焼きないよ。食べちゃったでしょ？そんなことはどうでもいいです。というか、イカ焼きの1本や2本私が買ってあげます。本
副会長が生き生きしてる。
当？何言ってるのよ。さっきからこんな感じでしょ？
多重人格？
I feel like that was a rather insulting comment, but I don't have the time to deal with that right
と
now.
いうわけでご相談なんですが、これから寮で花火をしようと思うんですけど、許可をもらえませんか？花火？そうだな。まあ、ゴミをポイ捨てしないことと、 日の後始末はちゃんとするなら、今日くらいはいいよ。本当ですか？ハロウィンは賑やかに過ごして悪い気を追い払うお祭りだから、島の悪い気を追い払うってことにもなるし、去年もミミに他の寮の子にお願いされて許可出したからね。もう花火も始まるし、学生側の見回りもここまでってことで。イカ焼き持ってきてくれたら、もう行っていいよ。今私、初めて先生を尊敬しました。よせやい、照れるじゃん。
普段は尊敬してな、
白亜くん？
なんでもないっす。
それじゃあ先生、私、イカ焼き買ってきますね。
Sooner the better, so I can see Ninomiya. With that urge spurring me onward, I run past food stalls with vigor in my steps. So question, what the fuck is this one supposed to be? Huh? Riddle me that?
ごめんな。隣がお兄じゃなくて。ほんとごめんな。
So it's basically the same scene from her standpoint.
別に先輩じゃなくて
From
も
her point of view.
青葉とでもってわざと言ってますわよね。
That being said, I am genuinely grateful for her company. Since most of the people I know had already made plans with their friends, it would have been awkward to try and wedge myself into them. But after hearing what happened from Ninomiya, Alba had decided to invite me along.
やっぱりお兄たちのこと気になる？
いえ、今はこの時間をなんてあなたに強がっても仕方ありませんわね。確かに二宮先輩と小清水先輩。
小清水先輩、お兄のこと誘惑。私だったらおっぱいの誘惑には勝てないけど。
I'm gonna be skipping through this one a bit because we've literally seen the scene again. All we need to know is what Yui is thinking.
やはりあの胸は大きな武器になるようですわね。な
らさ、これから
合流？
匂いだって、そんな今だって寂しそうっていうか。
Embarrassing, she's seen right through me. Is it just that I'm naturally bad at hiding my emotions, or does Alba simply understand me too well? Either way, I know that she's only trying to help.
ですが、せっかくお二人で楽しんでる。
でも私の場合妹だし、そんなに変な感じはしないと思
Perhaps
う
I
よ。
could use Alba in this situation.
いいえ、お気持ちだけで
本当に？
ええ、お友達を利用するくらいでしたら、今日は潔く諦めます。
そっか。じゃあ今日は二人で合流だ！
そうですわね。
Switching gears, Alba and I begin walking again.
ああ、そうだ！ならモカのとこ行ってみる？砂時計もなんかお店やってるみたい。
ですが、それはそれでお邪魔に、結城先輩もおっしゃってましたが、去年は。
ゆいってば大丈夫だって。こっちはお客さんなんか嘘苗してくれるかも。
I question this girl's common sense at times. I do hope he'll be welcome there.
そうだな。あんず飴と焼きそばとじゃがバターは外せないし、あと綿飴はマスト。3個はいか。
もう、そんなにお腹を空かせてましたの？
ほら、海水浴行った時と同じで、しかもこんな時じゃなきゃ屋台の味。
そうですわね。
It's painfully obvious that Alba is doing all this for my sake. It would be rather insulting to her if I allowed my mood to sink and prevent me from having
と
fun.
ころでさ、一つ思いついたんだけど。
提案？
あれあれ
Alba has apparently spotted something interesting. She points into the store in front of us.
打ち上げ花火もいいけど、手持ち花火もなかなかオツじゃない？
手持ち花火？
それにこれならみんなでできるし、お兄も誘ったら多分来てくれると思うよ。
先輩たちとみんなで。
I really am an awful girl. Why is that something I had to read out loud? All I could honestly think about was using Alba's suggestion to spend some time with him.
じゃあ、今からお兄にも連絡するね。
今から？さすがにデート中に連絡。
大丈夫でしょう。小清水先輩や。それに、
ユイも本気なら、時には正面
I
から
understand
ぶ
her
つかっ
point,
てか
but I
なきゃ。
still feel a bit of reluctance.
青葉はそれでよろしいんですか？
なんで？
食べ歩きをしたいのでは？
愚問だな。これは私から友人へのささやか。
Someone like myself who has very few close friends, simply hearing that bestie makes me feel all warm inside.
まったく青葉には頭が上がりませんわね。青葉、今食べた。あ、
もしかしておごり？
こういう時は
よくわかんないけど、ユイ様最
I almost run off onto the festival in her. She almost runs off to the festival in her excitement, but promptly stop and remind her about the fireworks. After buying as many as we could afford, we take a tour around the food stalls before setting up the preparations for our own little fireworks party. Let's go for her last, so Ayaka.
遅い。
Mocha and I have been working our restaurant's food stalls for a couple hours now. It's nearly the time for the fireworks to start, but there's still no sign of Ninomiya. He promised he'd stop by and try our food too.
まさか小清水かすみの策略？
姉ちゃん、ビールとフライドポテト1個ずつ。
合計で800円でーす。
Some fries and a beer for 800 yen. That'd be €6 and 50 cents about, roughly. Average price fries. Okay. That sounds plausible.
ああ、もう、お客さん来なかったら作戦練ったりできるのに。ま、これも私がパーフェクトに可愛いからなんだけど。
おーし、じゃあ可愛い姉ちゃんの売り上げに貢献だ。ポテトもう一つ追加で。
ありがとうございます。
I'm glad that business is booming, but at times like these, popularity isn't always blessing. This job hadn't felt nearly as confining last year. This year, I just feel frustrated at it all. I thought Inumiya would be coming soon, so I'd waited and waited and waited. But he never showed up.
来てくれないなら、なんとかして会いに行けないかな。
お姉ちゃん、考え事？
まあね。
会長さんのことだろうけど、お小遣いがかかってるんだから、真面目にやらなきゃダメだよ。
わかってるわかってる。
Like she says, we'll be receiving a bonus allowance depending on today's sales. A commission of sorts, separated from our usual pay. I know I should be all smiles, trying to attract as many customers as I can, but if I'm being perfectly honest, can't muster up the enthusiasm right now.
あ、メールだ。
見てもいいけど、お客さんに見られないようにね。お父さんたちにバレたら怒られちゃうし。ポテトに魚のフライにビール、チューハイもご用意してまーす。いかがですか？
Take over Mocha as the salesperson, calling out to passers-by on the street to catch their attention. That shouldn't be back with the new batch of fries for a few minutes, but keep an eye out just in case.
お姉ちゃん、青葉から寮で花火するから来ないって来たんだけど。
花火？
これからやるってことだけど、帰り遅くなっちゃうし。
ちょっと待って。断っちゃダメ。私行きたい。
だってこれからだよ。遅いのは最悪お父さんに送ってもらうとかもできるけど、お手伝いはどうするの？
それは。
Normally I wouldn't be allowed to stay over at the dorms, but seeing as how this is one of the final events of my school year, I'm sure the school can make an exception. Problem is, however, I'm supposed to be working the food stall right
お
now.
父さんたちも忙しいだろうし、無茶は言えないよな。
Money isn't the issue. I would gladly decline it to go.
おーい、二人とも任せっきりになっちゃって悪かったな。
お父さんタイミング良くて大好き。
おい、どうした？
お姉ちゃん、ちょうどお父さんと話したかったみたいだから。
話？もしかしてお小遣いアップとかか？
そのことなんだけど。
I don't want to leave if they need me here. But I just have to go see Ninomiya no matter what.
この前うちに来た二宮くんって覚えてる？
覚えてるよ。よく来てる青葉ちゃんのお兄さんだろ？
そうなの。それでね、その二宮くんたちの寮でこれから花火をやるらしいんだけど。
Guess that's a no.
それならうちの料理を持って行ったらいいんじゃないか？いいのってお前、行きたいから話してきたんだろう。
そうなんだけど。
父さんたちももうこっちの屋台に専念できるし、どうせ花火が始まれば買いに来るお客さんも減るからな。
ありがとう。
モカももういいぞ。ありがとな。お姉ちゃんと一緒に行ってもいいし、友達と遊んできてもいいよ。
私は手伝いがあるって誘いは断ってるし、今日は疲れたからこのままお手伝いしてる。ね。
Mocha turns to me with an adorable wink cute enough to rival my own. I've no doubt she'll turn into a lovely young woman when she grows a little bit older.
ありがとう、二人とも。それじゃあ帰りは遅くならないようにするから。頑張ってね。
As they smile and wave me off, I make my way towards Ninomiya's dorm. Nope.
購買がギリギリ空いててよかった。
Koshimizu may have snatched away my chance at a date with Hajime, but I've refused to waste my time by staying indoors and sulking around. Instead, I'd quickly brought some ingredients for a pizza, deciding to make use of the rest of my leftover salmon. Doubt Hajime will eat much at the festivals, at the fireworks festival, so this is my chance to show off my cooking
喜ん
skills.
でくれるといいな。
I know all of Hajime's favorite seasonings and his favorite ingredients too. So I hope he's hungry when he gets back. I also like how his smoked meats have not been brought up ever since. Like he seemed positively enamored with them before, like right at the beginning of the game. But now just nothing. Radio silence.
でもこう見るとやっぱり多いな。
I haven't had many chances to eat my salmon, including Hajime's portion, which he'd given to me. There are still 7 packs of noodles left. If I use all those in making the pizza, I'd be able to make enough to feed more than 10 people.
でもこんな時じゃなきゃ食べる機会もないし、一気に使ってみんなにも分けてあげたら喜ぶかな。
Especially Yasumasa. He'd probably go without food entirely and spent the entire weekend gaming if I left him alone.
あれ？花森先輩、花火行かないんですか？お腹を空かせて帰ってきた人たち用におそうめんでピザを作ろうと思って。すごい！おそうめんでピザなんて作れるんですか？ちょっと手間はかかるけどね。
Things are still a bit awkward, but I don't feel as uncomfortable talking to the junior students at the dorm
でも
anymore.
花森先輩、あんまり話したことありませんでしたけど、なんかお母さんみたいですね。お母さん？だって弟さんの面倒もよく見てますし、お料理もできるし、すごくお母さんって感じです。
Don't start fantasizing.
きっと花森先輩と付き合いしたら二宮先輩も幸せだろうな。どうしよう、この子ものすごくいい子かもしれない。
For the first time, I realize how darling our juniors can be.
よかったらピ ザ、食べる？
You can see it right there.
いいんですか？好きな具材とかあれば、言ってくれればそれで作るよ。うわー、それじゃ、甘いの。デザート的なピザが食べたいです。
That's not a bad idea. If I just made some ordinary run-of-the-mill pizza, people might not eat much.
確か、フルーツがあるから。でも私、これから友達と外で約束してて。いいよ。きっとみんな食べきれないと思うから、帰ってきたら食べて。はい。それじゃあ、帰ったらいただきますね。うん。いってらっしゃい。はい。行ってきます。花森お母さん。バカみたいだけど、すごく嬉しかった。
If Hajime and I end up having kids one day, I hope it's a girl like her.
はじめとの子供。
She's dying. How did I get to think about that? Come on, Shuri. Now's not the time to be daydreaming.
はじめに選んでもらえなかったら、何の意味もなくなっちゃうんだもん。
Right now, I need to focus on doing whatever I can to get him to turn my
ま
way.
だ、花火は始まってないみたいだけど。
But I should finish making the pizza as soon as I can, so that way he can eat it whenever he comes back. And if I'm greeting him at the door with
お
food...
かえりなさい、はじめ。ご飯にする？いきなり私を食べたい？
Yasumas is gonna come home in this second.
もう、エッチなんだから。
Yes, that's the dream. I'd love nothing more than to have Hajime eat my homemade meals every day. And eat me up in the bedroom at night!
素晴らしいギブアンドテイク。循環型生活。あ、今のは安政っぽいかも。
Her inner Yasumasa. And speaking of whom, I hope he's not getting up to any trouble because of the festivities. I can never trust him. Oh, if only she knew.
さあ、今のは忘れて、早速作ろうっと。
It's a shame that I won't be able to enjoy the fireworks festival together with Hajime this year. But I'm sure we'll have many more chances to go out on dates in the future. In fact, I'm going to make absolutely sure that we will. By welcoming him home with a smile and delicious food. No. Oh, so this is her room. Looks nice.
もう見つからないのかな。
I've searched and searched, but to no avail. I've considered giving up, but I can't. The pendant is just too important to me.
もうどこにあるんだろう。
And Ninomiya is probably having fun with someone else right now. I know I told him to, but it still makes me feel a little sad. Because the fact that it had to happen today of all days. But I know I have no one to blame but myself for this. Today's just my unlucky day, it seems.
はあ、せっかくのチャンスだったのにな。
He did express some concern when I told him about the pendant, but I couldn't bring myself to ask him to help me search for it with me. I want to drag him into my problem. But still.
女の子が困ってるんだから、もう少しくらい私のことを気にしてくれてもいいんじゃないかな。ほらほら、早く行こう。
あ、待ってよ。浴衣って動きにくいんだよ。
なんでわざわざ浴衣チョイスしたの？私みたいにジンベエでよかったじゃん。
だって、これしか持ってなかったんだもん。私服よりは、せっかくだし浴衣着たいじゃん。
浴衣に負けないくらい可愛いジンベエもあるのに、屋台いっぱい回れないよ。
私だって、屋台いっぱい回りたいけど、ちゃんと行く前に、あんたと着ていく格好を相談すればよかった。
Those girls must be getting ready to see the fireworks. They sound so joyful and excited, but that only makes me feel more depressed.
こんなことになってなければ、今頃私も、二宮さんとあんな風にしてたのかな。
I plop onto my bed and bury my face into my pillow.
なんでフォローとか入れてくれないのか
He's
な。
not dense. Could have at least tried to cheer me up or something. He's currently looking for the thing.
あれ
Finding the pendant is what I should be worried about right now. So why can't I stop thinking about Ninomiya?
もう何考えてもいい方向に考えられない。私にとっては、あのペンダントが何よりも大切なものなのに。
Keep trying to take my mind off of him, but my thoughts always inevitably return to
やっ
him.
ぱり、二宮さんがペンダントを探してくれるって言ってくれてれば。
I know I shouldn't push all the blame onto him, but like with my pendant, I can't stop thinking about him.
やっぱり、このまま両方は手放したくなんてない。好きだからなのかな。
I can see his face so clearly as if I just close my eyes. If I saw this before, if I saw this during the part, instead of like all at the end here, she would have actually probably gotten more heart points. Out of concern for my safety, he warned me not to search for the pendant tonight since it's already dark out. I wish he would have directed his concern towards my pendant instead, to be honest.
二宮さん、ごめんなさい。
I had to cancel our date because of it, but I'm just too restless to sit here. I have to search for it. If I do find it, by some chance, it might not be too late for me and Ninomiya to meet up and enjoy the festival. Thinking that I have faint hope, I grab my coat and leave the room. Cross-viewing. So, yeah, that's that. Hold on. How did I miss that all throughout that? Now the problem is... Hold on, I think I had like... Fuck, hold on, let me save this real quick. Let's save over here. Alright, yes. And then load this. Yes. Go back to the day before. Like go here, I suppose. Roughly. It was 2, 3, 1, 4.
初めてだったので、つい。
I don't know how to give her one more though. Oh well. Guess we'll just stay with this.
団結を深めましょう。
Actually, no, now we know that it's like 2, 3, 0, 1 full. So we go back here. 2, 3, 0, 1, 4. Now back skipping. Just in case seeing all of the cross-viewing events actually changes something. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and there's nothing really to say here. Keep skipping. So yeah, there's nothing really to say here, so I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and whoops! Let's quick jump back here.
団結を深めましょう。
So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and see you guys next time. Bye bye.